So let's dig into Chapter 1 of Tomb of Annihilation, Port Nyanzaru. Port Nyanzaru hugs the coastline at the south end of the Bay of Chult. No other city exists in Chult along the coast of anywhere else, except in ruins or overrun monstrous creatures, or are overrun by monstrous creatures. Until recently, Port Nyanzaru was under the firm control of Amn, a foreign nation. 9 years ago, Amn was forced to relinquish the city to a wealthy and powerful consortium of Choltan traders backed by the Yeptka Society. Yetepka. A risk a risk risk a bloody conflict that probably would have ended with the city winning its independence anyway. 7 Cholton traders have since grown into influential merchant princes, enticing folks from up and down the Sword Coast with their wares. Port Nyanzaru is a bastion of civilization and commerce in a terrifying land. The amount of business that unfolds here and the cash that moves through its counting houses would make any merchant of Baldergate or Waterdeep jealous. It's also a colorful musical aroma filled, vibrant city in its own right. Other than trade, the biggest attractions are the weekly dinosaur races through the streets. Locals and visitors alike wage princely sums on the races' outcomes. The city also boasts grand bazaars, glorious mansions and temples, circuses, and gladiator contests. Enemies surround Port Nyanzaru on all sides. The jungle teems with ferocious reptiles and murderous undead. Pirates prowl the surrounding sea, and the mouth of the bay is home to a greedy dragon turtle. Characters who question locals can learn rumors that might help them survive the perils of Chult. The characters can secure gear and guides before leaving the city. Sidra Sylvain is too weak to accompany them or provide any additional support. If you're running this adventure in a homebrew D&D setting, you can place Port Nyanzaru wherever you see fit and even change its name. If you're using another published D&D setting, you could dispense with Port Nyanzaru entirely and use a different coastal city as the launching point for the party's jungle expedition. Examples of other settings include the city of Sasserine, the edge of Earth's Amedia jungle, the city of Slagovich, near the savage coast of Mistara, and the city of Stormbreach on Eberron's continent of Zendrick.